Imagine encountering someone who seems to defy the laws of nature. That's the sensation you get when you first see Phil Heath. On stage, he looked like an otherworldly being, combining awe and admiration with physical perfection that few achieve. Blessed with unique genetics, Phil mastered bodybuilding, especially after Jay Cutler passed the crown to him. From that moment on, Phil crushed his competitors with impressive ease. Phil Heath became a phenomenon over the past decade, and his latest victory tied him with the legendary Arnold Schwarzenegger for the most Mr. Olympia titles. With such success, Phil became one of the most famous and unattainable bodybuilders in the sport, a true icon. Among the top 15 bodybuilders in the world, he is a rarity, and his nickname, The Gift, perfectly explains why. A phenomenal genetics that seemed like a gift from the gods. But those who see Phil at the top, with his medals and trophies, might not know the struggles he faced along the way. Phil's life hasn't always been easy. He had a challenging childhood, but this experience served as an inexhaustible source of motivation. He turned these adversities into fuel for his bodybuilding career. To many, Phil has the best physique to ever grace a bodybuilding stage. Has he surpassed Ronnie Coleman? In this video, we'll explore the entire success journey of this sports legend. If you enjoy content like this, don't waste any time. Subscribe to the channel and, if possible, become a member. This will greatly help in growing our channel. Let's dive into the story of Phil Heath, the true gift of bodybuilding. Born on December 18, 1979, in Seattle, Washington, Phil Heath spent much of his childhood alone while his parents worked hard to support the family. From an early age, he was an active and athletic child, always on the move. This forced independence shaped his character, teaching him to take care of himself and cook his own meals, all while maintaining his basketball training. Living in the eye of the storm, Phil developed a determination that would be crucial in his journey to success. It may sound cliché, but it was during his basketball training that Phil discovered weightlifting. Attending the school gym to improve his jump, he began making friends with other training enthusiasts, which sparked an even greater interest in weightlifting. There came a point when Phil had to make an important decision. He left basketball and returned to the gym, this time with a full focus on bodybuilding, which became his true passion. As Phil dedicated himself more and more to weight training, he also worked various jobs to ensure his daily sustenance. His hunger for victory was immense. The determination he had cultivated since childhood now manifested in tireless dedication to bodybuilding. Phil was ready to forge his path, facing all challenges with the same intensity and will to win that had defined him since he was young. In his spare time, Phil Heath intensely focused on learning everything he could about training and nutrition, devouring dozens of specialized magazines. This is how he became an expert in the most effective techniques for gaining muscle mass quickly. In 2002, determined to take bodybuilding seriously, Phil started working at a local gym. During this period, he continued to learn as much as possible about nutrition, supplementation, and effective training strategies. Phil has mentioned in interviews that he considers these years as the most important of his career because it was when he built the foundation of his impressive physique. He read countless bodybuilding magazines and absorbed knowledge from various sources, which significantly contributed to his evolution. Besides training alone, Phil also worked out with friends occasionally, which helped him stay motivated and experiment with different training methods. After 3 years of intense training, Phil increased his weight from 84 kilograms to 97 kilograms, maintaining only 6% body fat. This impressive progress already showed that he was a true phenomenon in bodybuilding. His unwavering commitment and constant pursuit of knowledge were crucial to his development and success in the sport. As he developed, Phil Heath not only became a standout bodybuilder but also an inspiration to many who were alongside him, always striving to improve their bodies and lives. In 2003, at the age of 24, Phil Heath competed for the first time in a bodybuilding competition. He won the Northern Colorado State Novice Light Heavyweight, weighing 87 kilograms, and earned the nickname The Gift. This victory greatly boosted his confidence, motivating him to participate in the same competition again. Unfortunately, in his second attempt, he was unable to repeat the success and placed second. By the end of 2003, Phil saw positive results with his renewed motivation for training, winning the title of Mr. Colorado at the NPC Colorado State Show, weighing 90 kilograms. This victory was a milestone that shifted his focus toward earning his professional card. With this achievement, he secured sponsorship contracts with well-known brands and established himself as a competent competitor. In 2005, weighing around 97 kilograms, Phil decided to pursue his professional card and competed in the NPC USA Championship, where he succeeded in his quest. From there, he began competing at the professional level, starting with the Colorado Pro, where he once again took home first place. Gaining confidence, Phil tried his luck at the Arnold Classic. Although he didn't win, he secured a respectable fifth place, marking his presence in the sport and demonstrating to the bodybuilding community that a new competitor had arrived. His name was starting to be remembered. Building on his previous success, Phil was encouraged by friends, fans, and family to compete in the 2007 Mr. Olympia. Remembering past struggles and being underestimated, he decided to act wisely and not compete that year. Instead, he focused on improving his physique, diet, and training to optimize his chances for future competitions. Following this strategy, Phil won the IFBB Ironman competition. This triumph showed that his decision to enhance his skills and physical condition was the right one. After his victory at the IFBB Ironman, Phil Heath returned to the Arnold Classic in 2008. This time, he nearly reached the top, finishing in second place. This result was a milestone in his career, creating a true euphoria in his mind. Phil had never been so happy, and this euphoria renewed his determination to compete in the 2008 Mr. Olympia. By competing, he became the first rookie bodybuilder to secure third place since Flex Wheeler in 1993. This remarkable achievement made Phil one of the top contenders for the 2009 Mr. Olympia. Unfortunately, fate had other plans. Phil contracted a stomach virus shortly before the competition, resulting in a loss of about 3 kilograms from his ideal weight. This setback significantly impacted his performance on stage, causing him to drop several positions and finish fifth that year. Determined to redeem himself, Phil returned to the Mr. Olympia stage in 2010, finishing in second place, just behind Jay Cutler. Inspired by Jay, Phil realized that he needed to distance himself from friendships and focus entirely on his goal of winning the title. In 2011, at the age of 32, Phil finally achieved his first Mr. Olympia title. This was the beginning of an impressive 7-year streak, during which he completely dominated global bodybuilding, crushing all his opponents and defending his champion status from 2011 to 2017. During this period of dominance, Phil also accumulated other significant titles. He won the Shera Classic in 2011 and 2012, and the Arnold Classic Europe in 2013, further solidifying his reputation as one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time. However, Phil's trajectory faced a setback in 2018. After a series of consecutive wins, he was surprisingly defeated by Sean Roden at that year's Mr. Olympia, finishing in second place. This defeat was a shock to many, but also a reminder of the highly competitive and unpredictable nature of bodybuilding. For Phil, it was a moment of reflection and reevaluation, but also proof that even the greatest champions face challenges and setbacks. As of now, the 2020 Mr. Olympia was Phil Heath's last major competition in bodybuilding, where he finished in third place. Despite this, Phil continues to lead an incredibly active lifestyle. As a former champion, he is automatically qualified to compete in future Olympias, fueling hope for a possible return to competition. His legacy in the sport extends beyond his achievements on stage. He uses his success as a source of inspiration for others. Phil also became involved in charity work, helping those in need and giving back to the community that supported him so much. Additionally, he released 5 bodybuilding DVDs, where he shares his techniques, training routines, and personal story. Phil also appeared in the famous documentary series Generation Iron, which highlights the world of bodybuilding and its greatest icons. Currently, Phil resides in his hometown of Seattle, Washington, where he continues to train regularly. As he puts it, "I have a life. I will do my best and be as smart as possible." This commitment to excellence and continuous improvement defines Phil Heath, not only as an athlete, but as a person dedicated and determined to always achieve the best. Phil Heath remains an inspiring figure in the world of bodybuilding, demonstrating that true success comes from constant effort and passion for what you do. Even outside of competitions, he remains a living legend, influencing new generations of athletes and bodybuilding enthusiasts. His impact on the sport is undeniable, and his story continues to motivate many to pursue their dreams with the same determination. We all know that sports enthusiasts always find ways to spark discussions and foster community. This is amazing because it keeps bodybuilding vibrant and active. Comparisons are made in forums, but one comparison in particular generates a heated debate. Many believe that Phil Heath was the best physique to ever step on the Olympia stage, while others firmly assert that it was the King Ronnie Coleman. Humbly speaking, I believe that Ronnie, at his peak, would have defeated Phil due to his sheer muscle mass. However, Phil in 2011 or 2013 is certainly one of my favorite physiques of all time. In terms of sheer size, Ronnie takes the crown. There will be no one like him. But overall, considering the beauty and aesthetics of a physique, Phil is unmatched. This is the kind of discussion that always leans towards subjectivity, meaning each individual will have a different view. In the end, what prevails is our personal taste for a particular physique style. Phil was, by far, the best of his time, just as Ronnie was the best of his. Both wrote their own stories in bodybuilding, inspiring millions around the world. Phil Heath is one of the most inspiring figures and will undoubtedly be remembered as one of the greatest athletes in the sport's history. His impressive titles and 7 years of reigning at the top are a perfect example of why we should never give up. Sometimes, you need to take a step back to restart and chart a more efficient path for the future and explore new avenues. Despite facing some setbacks in his life and career, Phil persevered and became one of the greatest competitors of all time at Mr. Olympia. His success story was built from absolute zero, demonstrating the power of dedication and what can be achieved with the right amount of effort. So, what do you think of Phil Heath? What was the peak of his physique in the sport, 2011 or 2013? Do you agree that he presented the best physique of all time? Leave your opinion in the comments below. I would love to know. And don't forget to share this video with a friend who needs to see this inspiring story. Subscribe to the channel and become a member to further support the growth of our content. Together, let's continue exploring the incredible stories of success and dedication in the world of bodybuilding. Phil Heath's journey is a true testament to how passion and hard work can transform lives and create lasting legacies.